So, why VRChat people are unemployed? That was one of the topics that we discussed during the podcast I'm in, the ERP podcast. And, it was, it's a non, it's a topic, definitely. But the idea, I think it's interesting. And there's more layers to it than just, like, they're bums or whatever, or they no lifers, etc., etc. Not that I'm okay, forget about me. Anyway, yeah, so one of my friends or the co-host of the podcast mentioned the reason being, not the reason, but what we're seeing is because those who are unemployed have time on their hand and they're spending it on VRChat more so than those who are employed and don't spend as much time on VRChat. So we will always see more of those who are unemployed playing VRChat, and we think, okay, a lot of people are unemployed in VRChat, where that's necessarily not the case. And that's true. But still, so I talked with a bunch of them, and only a small percentage of them who play a lot of VRChat that are unemployed are rich and have a lot of money where they can afford not being unemployed. And they just have fun playing VRChat. And fair point, good on them. Though that's like 1% or even less of the whole people playing VRChat. The majority of people who are unemployed are either can't actually find work and they're trying, and during their efforts they just get help from the government until they do find a job. And the others are who don't have like a nanny state. Either they don't work as they are getting money from like a family member or something else. But let's go with family member, and or like donations from friends and family. And I think that's the majority of like unemployed people in terms of like who they are playing VRChat. And so what's my thoughts on it? I think so it's definitely an issue for those who don't want to work and are taking money from others, or like taking money from the kindness of others, and they're not putting any effort into trying to find a job and so that they can sustain myself. And aside from like taking advantage of the kindness of other people, it for me it would suck that I have to rely on someone so that I can get the things that I want. And it would have such a I would feel like I'd be in a prison or something. I like my freedom. I like to do whatever I want, get whatever I want, and to a limit, of course, and that limit only decreases the more successful or wealthy I'd get. And hopefully those people would have a talk, or like have a talk with someone and realize, okay, no, at least I need to put some effort into to find a job or somehow obtain money in some way. And I forgot to mention, there are also people who can't work and either get money from the nanny state or from friends and family as a result of health issues. Those are unfortunate, and hopefully they'd be able to find a way that they themselves are able to do in order to obtain money independently, even if they are sick, if they can. If they can't, well, I mean, that's life, and hope they get better. It's a good thing that they have, hopefully, a government or a nanny, or a nanny state, or friends and family that are helping them. And for those who are trying to look for a job, or are not trying to look for a job, but in both cases are getting help from the nanny state, I'm not gonna share I'm not gonna share my thoughts too much on the nanny state, but for the person that's trying to find a job, for the person that's actually trying to find a job, good on them. They're trying to put in the work and trying to get the job so that they can be independent, and good on them. And they have their free time, so they play on VRChat, and I have no issues with them. And surprisingly, you might think I would have issues with the person that's utilizing the government, utilizing the nanny state, and just applying for whatever job that they know that they won't get, so that they continue to get the monthly benefits from the government and just keep on living from the government. You would think that I would be against that, but I'm not. Because, let's say, not entirely at least, because, well, one, that person is just wasting people's money, people's stolen money, like citizens, and yeah, that's it. But considering that it is stolen money, and let's say they took money from him in the past in the form of taxes, I mean, hey, he's just taking his money back, let's say. But yeah, it is what it is. What do you guys think about it? About people who are unemployed in VRChat and spend a shit ton of time playing VRChat, or not necessarily VRChat, just like they're just wasting time, or like diving into their entertainment or whatever. Yeah, what do you think? Tell me your thoughts. See ya.